Greetings, math fans. All right, so this is day 2, and basically we're doing more systems of equations. We learned in the past unit about graphing and then looking where the lines intersect. Okay, and so that would be our solution. And then we learned also about substitution, where one variable is already solved, and you substitute that one variable into the other equation, and you solve again for both the variables. Okay. Now we're going to learn something, and again, you guys have seen this already in Algebra 1, but this is basically day 2, and today we're going to talk about the elimination method. Sounds a little scary, doesn't it? Elimination method. I mean, especially if you say it in a deep voice, the elimination method. It sounds like you're eliminating something and you're like a spy and it's like really bad. Okay? But it's not that bad. All right, so basically what you're doing is you're eliminating a variable. So let me just start out with an example. I think that's just the easiest way to go here. If I give you guys 2x plus 3y equals 5, and 3x plus y is equal to 11. Now here's the deal. It's not solved for you. Okay, so what you're going to do is you're going to pick what method you want, whether it's going to be elimination or substitution, and you're not going to pick substitution because it's not solved for you. Substitution is always when something is solved for you, that's the one you're going to use. Otherwise, you use the elimination method. Okay, so this is how it works. You're eliminating one of the two variables. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to add, I'm kind of draw a little plus here, and I'm going to add this together. And if I don't write this down yet, just kind of pay attention to what I'm doing. If I say 2x plus 3x, I get 5x. If I get 3y plus 1y, I get 4y. And if I get 5 plus 11, I get 16. So what I'm doing is I'm adding going down. Okay? My goal is I need to multiply one of these equations by something. So let me erase a few things here now. I want to multiply one of the equations by something to eliminate one of the variables. And this is what I mean. See how this is 3y here? What do I need this to be in order to, when I add it to 3y, to have it go away? Well, do you guys agree that 3y is this guy here, and this also needs to be minus 3y? Because if I do that, I've eliminated, hey, how you doing? The elimination method. Okay, I've eliminated that variable. 3y minus 3y is 0. So what I'm trying to do is I'm saying, hey, what do I multiply this equation by to get that to be negative 3y? I multiply the entire equation by negative 3. So you got to multiply everything by negative 3, okay, not just the y. So watch what happens. I get basically 2x, this is the top equation, 2x plus 3y equals 5. In the bottom equation, I get negative 9x minus 3y equals negative 33. Again, if you need to use your calculator, that's good. Negative 3 times 11, negative 33. Okay, now I'm going to draw that line again. And now when I add going down, right, I add going down, I get 2x minus 9x is negative 7x. This is gone because 3y minus 3y is 0 equals negative 28. Okay, and I just have to solve for x now. So I'm going to divide by negative 7. So I'm going to, x is equal to 4. Okay, cool. And once I have x equals 4, what do? I plug it into one of the other equations. Okay, so I'm going to plug it into one of these two. I'm going to plug it either into this one, or I'm going to plug it into this one. And don't kind of ignore the 3 now. I'm just plugging it in one of those two equations. Okay, if you plugged it into one with the 3, that's okay. It'll still work, but it's a bigger number. All right, so I'm going to pick the easier one. I think that the bottom one's easier because y is already solved there. So if I do 3 times x, so 3 times 4 plus y equals 11. So I'm going to solve for y. So 12 plus y equals 11. Subtract 12 from both sides. So y equals negative 1. So there you go. That's your answer. Your answer to this problem is 4 comma negative 1. Okay, I didn't think that was that bad. So the main thing here, math fans, is you gotta think of what number, like in this case here, the number was negative 3. I'm going to multiply negative 3 so the y's would cancel out. Okay? All right, so let's do another problem here. Negative x plus 4y equals 2, and 5x plus 2y is equal to 12. Okay, so what variable do you want to eliminate? Well, let's eliminate the x. You could actually choose the y as well. I could choose the y by multiplying the bottom equation by -2 to give me 4 and -4. But I'm going to multiply the top by 5. Because you guys agree, if I multiply the top by 5, I'm going to get a -5x, and then the bottom is going to be positive 5x, and that's going to cancel out. And that's our goal. Remember, this is called the elimination method. Okay? So if I multiply that top, I get -5x plus 20y equals 10. And the bottom is just 5x, just rewrite it. 5x plus 20 or plus 2y equals 12. So we add it together, that cancels. It's got to cancel. If it doesn't cancel, you did something wrong. So 22y is equal to 22. Hey, all right. Divide by 22. So y is equal to 1. Okay, now how do you find x? Plug it into one of the two equations. I'm going to plug it into the bottom one because I don't have as many negatives there. So 5x plus 2 times 1 equals 12. So 5x plus 2 equals 12. Subtract 2 from both sides. I get 5x equals 10. So divide by 5. X is 2. Okay, there you go. So my answer is 2 comma 1. Okay, that's not bad. It's the elimination method. Okay, let's try another one here. 3x minus 2y is equal to 11, and -2x plus y is equal to -8. Okay, so what do you want to eliminate? I'm going to get rid of the y. So this is -2y. I need it to be opposite. So I need that to be positive 2y, so I multiply this by 2. That'll give me 2y. So on top I get 3x minus 2y equals 11. On the bottom I get -4x plus 2y equals -16. Okay, the y's cancel. And we get 3x minus 4x is -1x, or -x, equals -5. Divided by -1, x equals 5. Okay, and plug it back into the top one. That sounds good. So 3 times 5 minus 2y is equal to 11. So 15 minus 2y equals 11. So subtract 15 from both sides. I get -2y equals -4. Divide by -2. So y is equal to 4 divided by -4 divided by -2 is positive 2. So there we go. The answer is 5 comma 2. Sweet. Okay, hopefully you guys got the hang of it. It's pretty easy. Okay, we're going to do one more example before you cry too much. So 3x plus 4y is equal to 3, and 4x minus y is equal to 23. Okay, this one's got a little bit bigger numbers, but no big deal. What are you going to eliminate? I'm going to eliminate the y. So you're going to multiply this by, well, this is 4y. That needs to be -4y. So I'm just going to multiply it by 4. Oh, yeah. So on top, I get 3x plus 4y equals 3. The bottom, I get 16x minus 4y is equal to 4 times 23 is 92. Okay, so I draw my line underneath there. 13x plus 16x is 19x. This cancels, and I get 95. Okay, and now I'm going to divide by 19. Now, again, use your calculator. It's kind of a big number, but x comes out to be 5. So remember I told you, this is I told you even yesterday, I said if you guys get any kind of nasty numbers, you did something wrong. I'm always going to have it work out for you. Always, always, always to a nice whole number. Okay, so just watch out for that. Whole numbers are key. All right, so anyway, I plug that into, let's plug it in the top one. So 3x, so 3 times 5 plus 4y is equal to 3. So 15 plus 4y equals 3. Subtract 15 from both sides. So 4y equals -12. Divided by 4, y is -3. Okay, so your answer to this problem is 5, -3. All right, pretty sweet. Okay, so that's what you do. That's the elimination method. Substitution is a variable's already solved. Okay, substitution means it's not solved. Like none of these are solved. Got two equations. Okay, but if the equation was one of them was solved, you'd use substitution. That's how you use to distinguish the difference between the two. Okay, so that's it, math fans. Hopefully you guys are good to go with that, and you guys have an outstanding day. Adios. Goodbye.